It honestly might be costing you hundreds of thousands of dollars not taking a second to just look at the data inside your business. In this video, I'm going to go over the exact steps you can take to improve the call show up rate of your sales calls and potentially increase your business's revenue by 20% or more. So let's go over why people don't show up to the call. Pretty frustrating, right? They've booked in a call to potentially buy your services. You get to the call and they just don't show up. Super, super annoying. But let's go through why people don't actually show up to the call. One of the main reasons people don't even show up is because they don't see the value in even turning up to the call. They don't see the value to hearing what you've got to say. Another reason, people buy off impulse and people make decisions off impulse. The likely chance is that the impulse for the person to jump on a call, the excitement they once had, has just been lost. I'd say the last main reason, which is a pretty obvious one, is you've just not given them a good reason to show up. So let's get rocking and rolling. The first point that can help you increase the show rate and increase the revenue of your business is just stopping prospects and leads from booking so far out. A lot of businesses have the settings set to booking a call for weeks or even like 2 weeks or even 7 days. Let's say someone books out a call to look into your business services 7 days in advance. Excitement is here on the first day. 7 days later, the excitement just plummets, plummets, plummets. On the seventh day, they don't even remember why they booked in the call. One thing you can do is go into the settings of however you're booking the calls in and set it to book your calls no later than 3 to 4 days. 4 days should be the maximum time that people can go onto your calendar and book in a call. Reason being is 3, 4 days, the impulse is still fairly high. They still remember why they've even booked in the call. So it gives ample time for you to send over some sales assets, for you to really just build the excitement and keep it up. The second reason why a lot of people don't show up to calls, and a lot of people overlook this one, and it comes down to the appointment setting process. You know, the process in which you take to actually book the call in the first place, get the appointment set. Are you rushing the process? As your appointment setters rushing it, not putting any effort into it, just trying to get as many bookings as possible? I get it. Look, commission based appointment setters, they want to book as many calls as possible, but it's super, super important that you show value. You know, that you give them a good reason to jump on the call, that you show that you're actually trying to help them. A lot of people in the online space are pretty skeptical because everyone's just trying to sell them something. What your appointment setter should be doing is really trying to take time to understand their situation, personalize the approach, and making the prospect feel that they're being listened to. And that means just providing value first. You know, if they're, let's say, an agency, a marketing agency that's failing, maybe send them a testimonial of someone who's joined the program or bought the service that used to have a failed marketing agency, to show a bit of personalization, to show that you're actually thinking about their situation and how to help them. You don't want to force a lead to book in a call. Look, it's got to be a natural process. You've got to provide them enough value, nurture them enough so they want to book on a call themselves. Of course, you've got to offer to book the call, but don't force it down people's throat. The more you force it, the more you rush the process, the more sales resistance they're going to get, and the least likely chance they're going to even jump on the call. What a waste of time. Another tip is just provide personalization. When you're talking to a lead in the appointment setting process, or your setters are, provide some personalization. Let's say you see someone's from Australia. You know, go over how you've been to Australia or relate to that. Show that you're not just a robot, actually just trying to get them on a call. Show that you're actually a human. The last one, and this can be done on the closer side of things, and it's just confirming the appointment as a closer the night before the appointment or the call and on the morning of. What this does, it actually reminds the prospect. It gives them a bit of mystery, thinking, okay, this is the person I'm going to speak to. Let me have a look on their profile. Oh, I see they're doing this. I see they've got this content. I'm interested to even jump on the call. How you can take this to the next level is personalize it. Another example, let's say you see they're in home improvement. They've had a home improvement business that they want to scale or get more leads. You can say, hey man, saw that you've got a home improvement business and you're in my calendar to speak tomorrow. Got a few people in the program or with the service that we're offering that have the same situation. So I've got a few things in mind to go over tomorrow. What this does It's not begging for it. It's not saying, oh, yeah, I'm glad that the guy you're going to speak tomorrow. What it's going to do is just give them a bit of an inclination of, oh, they've got a plan for me. You know, they're providing some value. There's a reason why I should even turn up to this call. So, one thing you can do is on a closer's end of day report, put a little section saying, have you reminded the prospect for the call the next day? But that is it. Look, these steps aren't complicated, but a lot of people go to fixing their business and improving the revenue, improving the success for all these complicated methods. Look for the lowest hanging fruit first. If you really want to increase the show rate of the business, implement one of them. You know, wait a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, see what happens, see if it actually does improve, then implement the next, and then the next. Trickle it down and just fix the business on a data level. I hope this helps. If you have any questions in terms of how to actually optimize the sales process of a business, how to improve the show rate even more, drop me a message on my Instagram in the bio. And let's get closing some deals. Bash.